watch everybody try to change the narrative. It went from Nets and 7 to KD should request a trade overnight. Take a listen.
If I'm Kevin Durant, okay, I would want the hell out. I would want to get far away as possible from the Brooklyn Nets and Kyrie Irving. I would ask for a trade. And guess what? Nobody better look down on Kevin Durant because you want to know why? The one person that has given his all since he signed with this organization
Kevin Durant.
has been Kevin Durant. Nobody else has. Even Steve Nash. I mean, I kept waiting to see when Steve Nash is going to make an adjustment. Steve Nash, when are you actually going to do something? Steve Nash, does KD have to continuously bail you out, or are you going to help KD get bailed out of this situation that he's in right now as far as going against the defense of the Boston Celtics? I'm telling you right now, Kevin Durant deserves better. Now, could he have played better? Absolutely. But it happens. But I tell you one thing, if I'm Kevin Durant, I want to get away from this madness. I want to go somewhere where I know that a guy's going to show up to work, my counterpartner is going to be there 100% of the time. I don't have to guess what he's thinking. I don't have to guess if he actually is fully committed. I don't want to guess if off-the-court activities or brotherhood or social justice means a lot more to him than the game of basketball. And I'm not knocking that about Kyrie Irving. Because here's the thing, too. Let me address something about this quote-unquote NBA brotherhood, okay? See, the NBA brotherhood is some real brothers out there, but then there's some other brothers who just use that brotherhood term when it's convenient for them. Okay, they only want to be part of the brotherhood when it's convenient for them. Now, they do have some real ones, but on the other side, they do have a whole lot of fake ones. But at the end of the day, my point is right now, if I'm Kevin Durant, I'm getting the hell out. Kevin Durant deserves better.
But
This
Perk,
is a guy that
realistic?
has.
Well, it's not. Well, let me say this. Kevin Durant is under contract for the next several years.
Yeah.
Here's where I disagree with Kendrick Perkins. Yeah, you can ask out. Why do that when it's much easier for you to sit up there and say, I want him out? Think about it. We know he's not going to do it. But what I'm saying to you is, listen, it's the same thing because the bottom line is, if you want to get away from Kyrie Irving, why do you need to relocate? I got faith in Josiah. I got faith in Sean Marks. I got faith in the Brooklyn Nets organization. What I'm saying is if you got Kevin Durant and he's saying, excuse me, I want cats here who are all in all the time because we're trying to win a chip, then that to me is easier than him relocating.
But
you got to find a partner. You got to find the right deal. How do you get equitable compensation for the greatness of Kevin Durant? I don't know if you can pull that off.
But let me ask you a question, Stephen A. Where was Kevin Durant supposed to be anyway? You come on here and you tell me, okay.
Knicks.
So do you honestly believe that Kevin Durant's heart is in Brooklyn? Kevin Durant is in Brooklyn because Kyrie wanted to be in Brooklyn. And so he wanted to play with Kyrie, so obviously he went there because the quote-unquote brotherhood. So what I'm saying is that we know that his heart is not in Brooklyn. His heart may be with Kyrie, but it's not committed to the Brooklyn organization.
What I'm saying, I'm only addressing your point about him leaving. I'm saying, if you're saying, Kendrick Perkins, he should want to get the hell out of Brooklyn and the hell away from Kyrie Irving. My point is that it's easier for the Nets to part ways with Kyrie.
And who they gonna get back? Who's gonna take? Let me ask you a question.
Well, that is a good damn question.
What team in the NBA is gonna take Kyrie Irving at this moment? Honestly, Stephen A. What team in the NBA that you know that's going to take a chance on Kyrie Irving not knowing if he's going to be available for work?
Well, he is approaching the last year of his contract, so there's always somebody. Like we say with Russell Westbrook, who's over $47 million next season. There is somebody that might want that money off their cap. Now, if Kyrie had a long-term deal then the answer would be no one would want to take that chance at this particular juncture. But with him approaching the last year of his deal, there's somebody you could find.
Yeah, but the difference between Russell Westbrook and Kyrie Irving is that Russell Westbrook just had a bad season. Russell Westbrook is always going to show up to work.
Always showing up to work. Always shows up to work.
Whether he's making 47 or 57, Russell Westbrook is going to show up to work. So you can actually take a chance because you could release the money the following year, but you know that 1 year he's going to show up to work and give it his all. We don't know that about Kyrie Irving. See, and that's the problem. You don't know what Kyrie Irving's head is right now. And listen, even if it's, but listen, here it is, Stephen A. Even if Kyrie if his head is in a space where he wants to be heavily involved in the community or anything to do with social justice or things to that nature, guess what? I'm not looking down on him. All I'm saying is make it very, very clear what side of the fence that you're standing on. Let us know if you're fully committed 100% to the game of basketball. That's all. And look, here's another thing. I saw frustration in Kevin Durant. I saw frustration. And not just because of the Boston Celtics defense, but Kevin Durant had to deal with a lot this season. Kevin Durant had to deal with Kyrie not showing up. Kevin Durant had to pull the trigger of trading James Harden and getting back Ben Simmons, another guy who we question is committed to the game of basketball. And Kevin Durant getting to this part of the season, and all of a sudden, because of Kyrie religion, which I'm not looking down on, he's fasting at this point. Wouldn't you be mentally exhausted if you was Kevin Durant?
Well, I think he is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but here's my question to you. Let's do this experiment. So say Kevin Durant goes, it's realistic, he can get out of his deal, and he's going to go. So where do you go, Perk? What's the right situation for him? Because now he went to Golden State. Now here, he wanted to create his own super team rather than join one.
I tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing him play alongside LeBron James. I wouldn't mind him taking his talent to the Los Angeles Lakers.
That will never happen. You know
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling
eloquent explanation, and you're 1,000% right. You stole some of my thunder there because I was damn sure going to get in on those athletes, those outfits. Mr. Zoolander is what I call him, Zoolander. You're the male model of the movie, the male model. That's what the hell he want to be. Okay, we see that, all right? But I got so much more to say. Let me say this. Notice I said Kyrie Irving is one of the most selfish superstars we've ever seen, and obviously one of the most selfish athletes we've ever seen. I didn't say the word the as in number one, because obviously he ain't got nothing on Ben Simmons. Nobody is worse than Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons might also be the weakest, most pathetic excuse for a professional athlete we have ever seen in not just American history, but the history of sports. I can't think of a professional athlete that has come across more pathetic than this man. Friday on Countdown, what did I say? They came out with the news. They said Ben Simmons going to play game 4. I said, excuse me, it's 72 hours from now.
I'll wait.
I'll wait. I said, I'll wait. It's 72 hours from now. Come to me Monday, because that brother ain't playing. You know why? Because if you're going to play for game 4, why wouldn't you play for Saturday's game 3? It's 2-0. You see what Boston's doing to your teammates. If you got anything, that's the game you wanted to be in. Not when you down 3-0. There's no way in hell he was going to play tonight. And I'm telling you something right now. As a result, there's certain facts that need to be thrown out there. Daryl Morey won this trade now. I got to stand up and be like, Daryl Morey, my bad, brother. I thought you lost
Same
this
here.
trade.
Same here.
I thought you lost this trade. I'm thinking Ben Simmons with Seth Curry, with Andre Drummond and 2 first-round picks. You got hoes. Daryl Morey knew something the rest of us didn't. My apologies, Daryl Morey. He won this damn trade. Because I don't give a damn how James Harden doesn't look like James Harden in Houston. Still can ball, still can give you 20 and 10, all right, but he's not the James Harden in Houston. I don't give a damn. He could average 5 points, and he's a better product than Ben Simmons. That's how pathetic Ben Simmons is right now. So Daryl Morey clearly won the trade. Number 2, let me say this on national television to Mr. Rich Paul for Clutch Sports. You have to get rid of Ben Simmons. it's bad for business. You can't represent this dude. He don't want to play, but he want his money. Like you said, the outfits that he's wearing, the stuff that he's posting on social media. I promise you, you'll see him in L.A. or Calabasas. I promise you, you're gonna see him in South Beach. How much you want to make a bet his back injury it ain't gonna be bothering him then? I told y'all we still trying to find out. Did he hit a pothole on the New Jersey Turnpike? Was he getting his groove on and tweaked his hip or something? Is that why the hell he got a bad back? Don't you notice this thing about bad backs? Y'all know this as professional athletes. The back is the toughest thing to diagnose. See, with a knee, ankle, Achilles, ACL, whatever, it could be anything. The doctor can say you're well enough. Where they can't do that is with the back. Anybody that's in sports in any capacity knows that. You can't diagnose what's going on with somebody's back, but so much. You're literally at the mercy of the player. His family flying into town supposedly to watch him play. Everybody's covering for him. He's on the bench, Molly. Green one day, orange the next, got on pink shades, looking like Zoolander and all of this other. I mean, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. I mean, this brother he'll put Fabio to shame. I mean, you got to be kidding me. This is what the hell he has done. And got the nerve knowing he hasn't played any NBA minutes this year more than me or you, or Molly for that matter. Got the audacity to be filing a grievance to recoup $20 million. And he's showing up on the practice court, or he's showing up and warming up. When he didn't throw a pass. You know why he did that, guys? Because that means he still gets his money. He's a participant. He's trying. He's a disgrace. Enough's enough of this. And the fact is that this dude is robbing money and is stealing money rather. And when the NBA has their collective bargaining negotiations and they go to the players and they start talking about pay for play because you ain't gonna be able to get this money any longer while you sitting out and refusing to play. And you can try to hold out if you want to. There's only a few of y'all that's making those mega dollars. They can talk about the average salary in the NBA is over $10 million. Well, you got cats making 45 to 50 million, and then you got cats making a few $100,000. There's a huge discrepancy there. And you take away the few marquee players, and it ain't like that. You think you can sit out all you want to. The owners are coming. And when they come and they put in a Ben Simmons rule or a Kyrie rule, I want to see how supportive the players are of them. They screwed the players over, and they're costing their players. Watch.
I just want to
Call it the Zoolander rule.
That's right.